Good to have you with us. You're watching The Big Story. I'm Avni Raja. Let's straight get to the top story that we're tracking, which is the Sushant Singh Rajput death case, and multiple angles now emerging as far as the investigations are concerned. Two state police teams are battling it out in this sensational probe. Bihar government and Sushant's family have alleged lack of cooperation from the Mumbai police. Maharashtra government, meanwhile, has completely been silent on the probe as well. All of this, amongst all of this, political war has also broken out within Maharashtra, with the opposition demanding a probe by central agencies. And Mirna's Mayuresh spoke to BJP leader Ashish Shelar, who slammed the Mumbai police over its approach towards the case and demanded a CBI probe.
Mr. Shelar, you had tweeted and you have made some allegations and which are hinting at some political connection. What exactly you want to say?
Today, when we see the investigation of Mumbai police and the investigation of Bihar police, we find that both are going in a different directions. Not only the directions are different, but even the complaint and the facts of the complaints pertaining to the Bihar police and pertaining to the Mumbai police doesn't match. As far as Mumbai police is concerned, we feel that to give the justice to Sushant Singh, the investigation needs to be more holistic. We need to take into account all the allegations, all the submissions of the family members, and also from the industry of Bollywood. So looking at that fact, we feel that the investigation by CBI is the only way by which we can give the justice to Sushant Singh.
In your tweet, you have mentioned a Yuva leader is pulling the string. So whom are you exactly saying, or whom are you exactly targeting? Who is Yuva leader?
At this juncture, obviously what has been getting discussed in social media can also be one of the lead for the Mumbai police. I myself has not come to conclusion, or nor I am going to take anybody's name. But in the social media, when number of people are trying and saying that there was some party at Sushant Singh's house prior to his unfortunate suicide, and there are n number of people who are present, I feel it is the duty bound of the Mumbai police also to make the investigation into that direction. The call has to be taken by the Mumbai police. I could see that no representative or a PRO from Mumbai police is speaking to the media. Whenever there needs to be any reaction, what I have seen is the Home Minister reacts to the same. And I have seen many a times Home Minister is only saying that we will not give this case to CBI.
Meanwhile, earlier in the day as well, in a series of tweets, former Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis had also called for central agencies, CBI and ED, to probe the case.
राज्य सरकार सीबीआई को नहीं देना चाहती, तो कम से कम ईडी को तो कोई रोक नहीं सकता इसमें ईसीआईआर रजिस्टर करने को, क्योंकि अभी इसमें एक मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का भी मसला सामने आया हुआ है और कई अकाउंट सामने आए हैं। उसमें कहां के अकाउंट से पैसे आए, कौन से अकाउंट में पैसे गए, किस प्रकार से उनके पैसे साइफन हुए, ऐसी कई चीजें सामने आई है। तो ये सारी चीजें ईडी के परव्यू में आती है और इसलिए इसका ये जो सारा एंगल है, इसको एक ईसीआईआर रजिस्टर करके ईडी ने प्रोब करना चाहिए, ऐसी मांग मैंने की है।
Meanwhile, a full-blown political war seems to have broken out between the Maharashtra government and the BJP, with the opposition pushing for central agencies to probe the matter. Mirna confronted Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh as well, who evaded questions on the matter.
Deshmukh sir, about the investigation, because Bihar police is carrying out the investigation, Mumbai police is not carrying out the investigation. Bihar police is meeting, they are visiting the banks, they are recording the statement, but Mumbai police is still silent.
Evening.
Evening what time, sir?
I will let you know.
But sir, are you conducting any meeting today?
I will let you know.
Because they are going everywhere in city, even in the banks.
Okay.
Evening. Okay.
go across to Mayuresh, who's joining us for more details. Mayuresh, this is, a strange turn of events here. This entire case now has developed, seems to have developed into a war of sorts in Maharashtra. And suspiciously, Maharashtra government as well as the Mumbai police are really not saying much at all.
Yes, Mumbai police is completely silent on that, and we saw that Maharashtra government has also gone on back foot because till 2 days back, Maharashtra government at least making a statement. Anil Deshmukh, we saw a last statement coming from him that we will not be transferring this case to CBI. But after that, it's been 2 days that he has not said anything. When we asked him about this investigation which Bihar police is conducting, he didn't say anything. He only said, in the evening, I'll let you know. But on the second side, what we are seeing that the BJP leaders have now started pressurizing the state government. The leader like former minister in the Devendra Fadnavis government, Ashish Shelar, had written to the Anil Deshmukh. He had demanded the CBI inquiry, whereas former Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis had asked that the ED should probe this case because there is a kind of we can say financial aspect in this case. So completely the opposition is putting pressure on Maharashtra government and also on Mumbai police. But on the other hand, we saw that Mumbai police is completely silent. Even the Maharashtra government is not telling that what exactly Mumbai police is doing.
Yes, absolutely, Mayuresh. Thanks so much for joining us with all of those details. Meanwhile, Maharashtra Minister Sartesh Patil has said that there was no need of a CBI probe into the matter and that Mumbai police is in the right direction.
मुंबई पुलिस सही दिशा में ये सब का डिटेक्शन कर रही है और हमें विश्वास है कि मुंबई पुलिस निश्चित रूप से सही डिटेक्शन और इस मामले की पूरी जांच अच्छी तरह से हो जाए। हम सक्षम हैं और महाराष्ट्र पुलिस ये पूरा डिटेक्शन करने में कोई कसुराई नहीं करेगी और सीबीआई की देने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं।
Meanwhile, on the other hand, as far as Bihar Police's investigation is concerned, speaking to Mirror Now, Bihar Police has revealed that they will speak to Bollywood filmmakers to probe if Sushant had issues on film sets as well. They will also record statements of doctors who conducted the autopsy. Cops also revealed that they spoke to doctors who counseled Sushant and were informed that Riya's skin were present all the time during Sushant's counseling sessions, and Sushant's skin were not kept in the loop as far as his mental health was concerned. So all of these details coming out as far as the Bihar police is concerned, essentially revealing that they will be intensifying their probe and now even going across to Bollywood personalities to talk about Sushant's behavior on the sets and whether he had any issues. They will also be recording statement of doctors who conducted the autopsy to see if there were any irregularities there. The cops also revealed that they spoke to doctors who had counseled Sushant and strangely found that it was Riya's family who were present there, but not Sushant's family. In fact, the doctors did say that Sushant's family were not kept in the loop. Sandhya joining us for more details on this. Sandhya, take us through what Bihar police has been saying, because a lot of interesting details the police is revealing as far as their investigation is concerned.
See, Bihar police has mentioned a couple of things. First, Bihar police has mentioned that their line of investigation today is going to be that what exactly was and how exactly was Sushant's behavior on the set. And for that, Bihar police team is planning to talk to people from Bollywood industry, specifically producers and directors. Now, this is done because, according to Bihar police, one of the allegations of the family was that Sushant was in such a bad shape because of Riya Chakravarti that he was unable to focus on his work. So Bihar police is going to investigate that allegation, whether or not there was a change in the pattern of Sushant's work, whether his shooting was happening continuously without any disruption, or was there a change. Another point of investigation, according to Bihar police, is going to be the doctors who conducted the late actor's postmortem. Bihar police is going to record their statement. In fact, Bihar police has also spoken to the doctors who were counseling Sushant as he was battling depression. So Bihar police has reached the conclusion that during the sessions, Riya Chakravarti's family members and she herself also used to remain present, used to be with Sushant during the sessions, whether it was at his home or at the doctor's clinic. But not even a single member of Sushant's family was kept in loop about Sushant's mental health. Avni.
Yes, absolutely, Sandhya. And in fact, the other angle also now that has emerged is as far as Sushant's friend is concerned, a letter that was written by him. This friend was living with Sushant as well. It has emerged. This letter was written to Mumbai police. Siddhartha Pithani claimed that he was forced by Sushant's family to give a statement against Riya Chakrabarti. Sandhya?
Yes, absolutely. That's the claim of Siddharth Pithani. He was Sushant's friend. He was also living with Sushant at the time of the unfortunate incident. So this email by Siddharth to Mumbai police was actually mentioned in Riya Chakrabarti's petition to Supreme Court. And Siddharth has confirmed that yes, he wrote that email to Mumbai police. In fact, he has mentioned that on 22nd and 27th of July, he received calls. And he also has accused Sushant's family members that they were forcing him to record a statement, to give a statement to Bihar police against Riya Chakrabarti. Siddharth has also mentioned that he was forced by the family members to give a statement about the things he was not even aware of. Avni.
All right, Sandhya, thank you so much for joining us with those details. And this is news that's coming in while slamming the Mumbai police probe. Sushant's cousin Neeraj Kumar has said the family does not trust the Mumbai police at all, which according to him was just carrying out mere formalities. Also adding that Riya must be arrested for her role in this case.
और कोई किसी भी कोर्ट का दरवाजा खटखटाने के लिए स्वतंत्र है, लेकिन उस पर गंभीर आरोप है। उस गंभीर आरोप का जवाब वो जहां भी जाएंगी, जिस कोर्ट में जाएंगी, उसका जवाब उनको देना पड़ेगा। और जब उनके पास कोई जवाब नहीं होगा, वो लाजवाब हो जाएंगी, तो फिर उन पर कार्रवाई होगी, उनकी गिरफ्तारी होगी। काहे कि उसके उन पर आरोप जो लगा है वो तथ्यों के आधार पर आरोप लगा हुआ, और उसका जवाब उनके पास नहीं होगा तो वो जाएंगी जेल, और जेल उनको जाना चाहिए।
And slipping into a quick break, we've got lots more lined up on the other side. Stay tuned. And news coming in, Maharashtra Navnirman Sena Chief Raj Thakre has said that the Bhumi Pujan for Ram Temple in Ayodhya, which is scheduled for August 5th, is not required amid the pandemic, and that can be organized later when things actually normalize. That is the word coming in from Raj Thakre as far as the Bhumi Pujan event is concerned. Meanwhile, as India records highest single-day spike in cases, 3 incidents relating to the COVID mess have emerged. On one hand, Karnataka government cracked the whip on private hospitals for not reserving 50% of beds for COVID patients by suspending their licenses. In fact, on the other hand, 2 grueling incidents involving corona warriors also emerging. In Bengaluru, an ambulance driver was brutally attacked by a family of a suspected COVID patient, while in Madurai, a doctor died due to alleged negligence by a government hospital. Let's focus on the first incident here from Bengaluru, where this is a strong message that has been sent out by the Bengaluru civic body, which has suspended the licenses of 19 hospitals for failing to reserve 50% of beds for COVID patients. And BBMP has put up notices in front of the hospitals about their failure to adhere to norms, and only the OPD services will not be affected as far as these hospitals are concerned. Remember, there is a rule in place that hospitals need to reserve 50% of beds for COVID patients, and 19 hospitals were in fact flouting that rule.
Just 2 weeks after our investigation, Mirror Now investigation on whether the private hospitals are reserving 50% of the beds or not, we saw how the BBMP, the health department as well, gone ahead and also issued an order asking strict compliance of all the private medical hospitals across the city of Bengaluru and also Karnataka, asking them to reserve nearly 50% of the beds for COVID treatment. And just at least a couple of days later, after this order was passed, we see that the Bengaluru Bengaluru zone, especially South zone. They went ahead and carried out inspection in nearly 19 of the hospitals in Bengaluru. I'm standing right outside one such hospital, which is the Trinity Hospital. What you see right over here is a banner which is put up by the BBMP, the civic body, saying that the trade license has been cancelled. Now, one of the reasons what we understand is that despite several discussions with various such hospitals, nearly 19 of the hospitals in Bengaluru South zone, no hospitals were ready, especially 19 of these hospitals were not ready to let go of their 50% of the reservation of the beds, especially for the treatment of COVID patients. Now, this has been the action that's been initiated by, in fact, the BBMP. This is based on the orders coming in from the COVID in charge minister as well as the revenue minister Ashok. We also understand from the BBMP is that a case has also been registered. This is under the Disaster Management Act against the hospital owner and as well as CEOs, which means in the next coming days they should be able to give an answer, a satisfactory answer before the health department and as well as the BBMP. Only then will they be able to revoke their license. Another most important aspect over here, what does this mean, the cancellation of trade license? Well, we understand that even when the CEOs will have to be answerable for their, in fact, where they had not reserved 50% of the beds, but what we understand from the BBMP is that the treatment and OPD services will continue as usual. With video journalist Vinay, this is Shrija reporting for Mirror Now in Bengaluru.
Moving on now, it's a low-key Bakri Eid in Srinagar this year amid the lockdown as far as the corona restrictions are concerned. Very few shoppers were seen in the markets of Srinagar. Shopkeepers claim only 25% of goods have actually been sold this year as compared to last year. Take a look.
In spite of the fact that restrictions have been eased out in Srinagar and other parts of the valley because of Eid, but people are definitely preferring to stay indoors for obvious reasons. COVID is a reason, but also the buying power, the economic aspect as you call it, the buying power has reduced. As far as shoppers are concerned, people who really matter are concerned, they have decided not to come out in a big way. This is one of the famous sweet shops of Srinagar. As I said, during this time, there wouldn't be even space to enter. But as you can see, just a few people, even though they're following the COVID protocol, there is a person who is giving these, who is checking people with these sensors. आप बताइए कितना कम इस बार काम हुआ है? आपने भी कम ही प्रोड्यूस किया होगा अपना प्रोडक्ट? 25% का जी हर साल जो होता था उससे उतना नहीं है इस साल तो लोग आपको क्या लगता है क्या वजह कोविड वजह है या फिर पैसा भी नहीं है ज्यादा लोगों पैसा भी नहीं है लोगों के पास 4 महीने से बैठे हुए हैं सारे जी काफी टाइम से बैठे जी तो पैसा भी कम बनाया था अपना प्रोडक्ट माल कम बनाया था इस बार जी भरोसा ही नहीं था बचा हुआ है नहीं जी थोड़ा बचा है थोड़ा तो हर साल तो हम बहुत भीड़ देखते थे यहाँ पे इस साल उतनी भीड़ नहीं थी जी कुछ नहीं जी थैंक यू सो देयर यू गो Compared to every year, he says they had produced or they had manufactured just 25%, and even that is most of it is still lying there. And this really these are the scenes inside. As you can see, just a few people, and that's all that is here right now. So quite clearly, while COVID is an important reason, but in spite of the restrictions being lifted, people preferring to stay indoors because of the economic aspect as well. Buying powers considerably have been reduced.
Moving on now, floods continue to wreak havoc in Bihar. The urban areas of Muzaffarpur witnessed heavy rains and people forced to take shelter on rooftops.
किसी तरीका से जो है कि ये कभी खाते हैं कभी ऐसे रह जाते हैं, न कोई देखने आया है न कोई कुछ कहने आया है।
कई दिन से पानी लगल है
यहाँ तो 3 दिन तीसरा दिन हो गया। आज एकाएक बांध टूट गया, 200 मिनट नहीं लगा, पूरा भर गया। वो तो कैसे निकले, बाकी सामान सब डूब गया।
ना है अपना से फोन के बना कर तब हम सब खाना पीना कैसे होते घर में? खाना पीना के बहुत दिक्कत हो रहा है। नहीं नैया के साधन है, कोई चीज का साधन नहीं है।
Moving on, a video of Uttarakhand Congress MLA Harish Dhami, who had a narrow escape, has gone viral. The Congress MLA slipped into a flooded river stream. This incident happened while he was crossing the stream after attempting to review the flood situation in the area. His party workers and supporters managed to pull him out and rescue him. And those are the visuals on your screens of that entire incident.
प्लीज। आप देखेंगे माननीय विधायक जी को।
Meanwhile, a landslide was triggered in Uttarakhand's Chamoli after heavy rains. Badrinath National Highway 58 blocked, and the operations to clear the highway are underway as well. And news that's coming in, this is a plea seeking a ban on online gambling, which is in Madras High Court. The plea asks for arrest of celebrities who endorse online gambling and also seeks arrest of Virat Kohli and Tamanna. The plea is against online this plea is to be heard on August 4th. Those are the details coming in at this point in time. This is a petition filed in Madras High Court against online gambling. Let's go across to Pramod. Pramod, if you can take us through the details.
Certainly, in recent times, there have been several cases of criminal activities which has led to people involved in online gambling. And in fact, there was a case that was also reported from Chennai last week where a person allegedly committed suicide, claiming that he had lost all his earnings on gambling. So apparently these things have been taken under consideration by many people, and one such person, a petitioner has gone forward and approached the Madras High Court where he has filed a petition seeking two things. The first one is a ban on online gambling, and the second one is that also arresting the people who are managing such gamblings and celebrities such as Virat Kohli and Tamanna who are endorsing such gamblings. Several celebrities so far have been endorsing various companies, brands, online gambling, and the petitioner wants all this to be stopped and the celebrities to be arrested for these gamblings. He claims that initially, though it goes as a passing for time, later it becomes completely addictive and it's spoiling the people's future.
All right, Pramod, thank you so much for joining us with those details. And let's turn our attention to the latest developments as far as the Rajasthan political turmoil is concerned. Now, amid the intensifying turmoil, the MLA is backing Gehlot camp, who have been holed up in Fairmont Hotel in Jaipur for weeks now, are being shifted to a 5-star resort in Jaisalmer by chartered flights today. This comes after Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot taunted rebel Sachin Pilot camp. In fact, Chief Minister has alleged that horse trading rates have now gone up, with new rates being announced soon after the announcement of the assembly session. Gehlot said that prices to switch loyalties have been jacked up to 25 crore each to unlimited cash.
हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग रेट बढ़ चुकी है राजस्थान के अंदर। कितने दे रहे हैं सर? मुंह मांगा दाम है, वो आपको पूछ रहे हैं, आप क्या चाहते हो? ऐसे ही गवर्नर साहब ने 14 तारीख डिक्लेयर करी, इधर मीडिया ने चलाया होगा, उधर टेलीफोन आने लग गए लोगों के पास सर। माफ और वापस खबर हमारे पास आती है, वो खबर वापस आती है कि कौन फोन कर रहा है, क्या ऑफर कर रहे हैं, उनको पूछ रहे, बेहतर बता दीजिए आपको क्या चाहिए, पुराने रेट छोड़िए, नई रेट लाइए।
And time to wrap up, but before we go, these are visuals that are coming in from Ayodhya, where grand preparations are in full swing for the Bhumi Pujan to be held on the 5th of August. And these are visuals of laddus being prepared for the event. Nearly 110,000 laddus are being prepared for this ceremony.